Welcome back in, everybody. You know by the big logo, FanX is just about upon us, and you know from these wonderful folks sitting next to me that it's time to get your fandom on. We have the one and only John Rhys-Davies from all of your favorite films. We're talking those of us of a certain age from the 80s and 90s when we grew up. Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings, James Bond, and the list goes on. And Dan Farr, creator of the FanX convention. Guys, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
May I say that the best conventions are Mr. Farr's.
I'm sure he appreciates that. And in your voice, Mr. John Rhys-Davies, it means even more.
Yes, that voice
Thank you for being here again. Let me ask you again, because I know we've gotten the chance to speak before when you came to Utah before. And it's been over 10 years since you performed with the Tabernacle Choir.
Is it?
Here you are. I had to look it up. I couldn't believe it. Here you are again in Utah. What do you love so much about our state?
Well, of course, the people. I never have been to a place where I've been made more welcome and more at home than here in Salt Lake. You're a great community, and it's a beautiful part of the world anyway. But and the music, the music.
Well, and your voice along with the music has always, of course, made us wish that we could hear it in everything. I'm sure you've narrated so many things. Mr. Farr, let's talk about every year we say bigger and better, and it sounds like this hyperbole, oh, bigger and better this year. I looked at the list this year. It might be bigger and better than ever before.
It really is. I'm telling you, we've got more celebrities than we've ever booked before. And last year for our 10-year anniversary, we said, the most celebrities ever. But the thing is, we have so many people that come to the show and they want to get back in, or like John does, is he spreads the good word out there and tells his friends to come to our show. And so we've got a big, Hobbit reunion.
I
at
saw
Lord of the Rings,
yes.
that basically John's helping to lead for us.
And we've got Gollum.
Gollum as well, that's right. Andy Serkis is here. We prefer the dwarves, but the hobbits get their time to shine as well.
You know, they have their points, but they are.
John, let me ask you, because so many people know you as Sala, wonderful character, saved Indy's life again and again. Gimli, of course. Is there a character that you have played which you say, I really relate to him, or maybe somebody who you say, I'm glad I got to be him because I am not him at all?
Well, all actors fall in love with their characters, or they create them out of just malice. I mean, that pompous little... I was going to use a rude word. I must remember I'm in a family studio. That pompous little fellow who is Viscount Mowbray in The Princess Diaries.
Of course.
He's such a... I can't use the word, can I? No. Anyway, but he was fun to play.
I bet.
But never mind talking about me. Look, come on, tell them who you've got here.
Who else, Dan? Who else other than the great John Rhys-Davies?
Star Trek. Star Wars. We got Mel Gibson and Danny Glover coming in.
That's right.
Yeah, we've got Twilight. We've got The Chosen.
Susan. We got
Susan Sarandon and
my
Gina
wife
Davis.
And my daughter noticed folks from Heartland and many other of their favorite shows, the animated shows. That's not even folks to talk about the authors, illustrators, artists that get long lines who you and I might not know, and yet so many people say this is our niche. This is what we love.
Yes.
So many fandoms are covered. And what's fun is that one person can cover 5 different fandom groups.
Right.
It's really neat how that comes together.
Yes.
Well, and I have to ask you, John, as well, why come back and keep doing this? Because it is a lot to go out in front of hundreds, thousands of people, and they all want a piece of you because they all feel like they know you so well. Why is it that you're so giving and so generous with your time?
Well, first of all, it's an act of courtesy towards the people who've put bread and butter on my plate for the last 60 years. But secondly, because they have taught me the richness of humanity. The younger me, I don't think, really liked people. The older me has learnt to love people. And it is very largely through going to fan conventions. I know that sounds so pietistic and so, anyway, it's true. People have... I love meeting people and their richness.
So many people cannot wait to come and say hello to you. FanX, give us the website, Dan.
FanXSaltLake.com.
Get your tickets now, folks. I know I'm going to go out there and check it out. It's always so fun. Matt, usually I toss to you. I wonder if Mr. John Rhys-Davies would say, Matt, what is your forecast going to be like?
Matt, my boy, what is your prognostication for the weather today?